Welcome back to the stream today. We're going to be continuing on where we left off yesterday with learning about Firewing. We have to run some missions to be able to make the money, to be able to get the information about Firewing. So I'm pretty stoked and have lots of water, and we should be good for a little while. I'll probably stream until about 3:30, 3:40 at the latest. And then we'll see from there. I might stream like a second time today. Depends on how well I feel after this first go. It's gonna load in. And who am I supposed to talk to? Oh, right. We have to go do this thing. Mission computer. Your workstation, blah blah blah. We already read that. The cool blue tones in the menu fill the screen. A blinking message in the upper right corner says 1 unread message. Withheld. To POW. We would like to arrange a meeting between you and one of our representatives. You'll find him at the cafe nearby. His name is Luca Brewer. He's expecting you. Come alone. Okay. Well, I'm not likely to... Oh, sorry. Paul Amsel. Amsel's face appears on screen. Samuel Beckenbauer has offered me work, has approached me with an offer of work. Apparently, an associate of his has learned some disturbing details regarding the Berlin chapter of the Humanist Poly Club. We'd like you to contact your team to investigate these rumors. Beckenbauer was unwilling to discuss the specifics of the job in your absence. He has requested that you speak with him in person at your earliest convenience. A pharma cleanup job. His face winks on the screen. Here you will find the complete transcript of my conversation with her Whoosh? I don't know. But I found out her means Mr. Or hair, sorry. The job seems to be relatively straightforward and the payout is reasonable. One word of caution before we proceed. There are aspects of this run you might find morally troubling. Be sure to read and understand the specifics of the job before accepting. If you do accept, you'll be expected to carry out the requirements of the job in full. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified and I'll make all necessary preparations for the run. Guest. Herr Amsel? Yes, I am here. To whom am I speaking? You may call me Herr Fuss. Your Fuss? I don't know. Very well. Please describe the work that you would like to have done. Straight to the point. I like that. Very well. I'd like to retain your team's services to clean up a mess. Go on. My employer dispatched a team of operatives to conduct a quiet operation at the local Shadowrun Pharma AG lab. Unfortunately, they botched the job. The team was eliminated, but we have reliable information that one of the operatives have been taken captive. If this rogue agent were to spill information leading back to my employers, it would lead to a corporate war. A great many lives could be lost. My employer would like nothing more than to prevent such a tragic turn of events. I see. And you wish to retain my team services to tie up loose ends? Exactly. The captive operative is a rigger by the name of Thorval Instad. We need him neutralized before he can inform on us to his captors. As Instad and his team have already put the facility on high alert, stealth will not be an option. Your team will need to shoot its way in, eliminate Instad, and exit the facility. A straightforward enough task, and well within my team's capabilities. What are you offering in terms of pay? 15,000 nuyen. This offer is non-negotiable. Very well. I will pass on the information to my team. Very good. Good day, Herr Amsel. I mean, I don't see an issue. You can accept the job. You have to do some bad things sometimes. When it comes to this type of game. Okay. We were going to... We ended up with 495 yen. It's not too bad. We don't have any pay data. Okay, we will go back. We'll walk away. We will save. Why is that still yellow? Hey, Sam. Walk away. I'm gonna just quickly check these dudes. Ah, we're not gonna chat with anybody. Everything's a bit, like, tedious right now. I would like to look at my equipment. Dude, you can equip Dante with stuff. That's cool. I do not want this on me. I'd rather have another med kit. Okay, we're gonna meet with Samuel about a job, but first, who sells med supplies? So this guy over here. Backflash. Gonna give him the formula. Just cause whatever. Zack snorts out a short burst of laughter. He waggles his bandaged hands in front of you. Well, these, nothing much, chummer, nothing much. Tussled with the spirit back in Amsterdam. You know we elves are very spiritual people. Oh, come off it. Elves are not, and on the whole, any more or less magical than anyone else. I'm in a position to know. Lets out a short barking laugh. Oh, come on, stop denying yourself. Embrace the power inside you. You've got the mojo just like me. Accept it. Flash lowers his voice in a conspiratorial whisper. Between you and me, my mojo is stronger than any corp wage mage. Take those people at Aztecology. They cast spells all day, all night, right? Fire this and lightning that, just toss them around like candy. Right. Well, me, I'm just doing my thing. Not casting spells, I'm storing up my energy, saving it. Can you imagine how much magic I have? What does he get? What does he have? A little bit of everything. Show me what you got, because one of these guys is supposed to... I don't want that. Supposed to sell... like... med packs. So we're gonna, like... see if we can find something that sells med packs. As you approach the elf, you notice that he's in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly and his voice comes out in a low, quiet monotone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his wrists. We're gonna just step away and wait for him to finish. You step away from the doctor and wait for him to finish. Soon enough, he presses a button on his comlink and looks up at you, a $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about the wait, my friend. Welcome to the Triage Cyber Clinic. He extends his hand towards you. I'm Dr. Xavier Ezekiel, and your name is... shake his hand. Pal, a pleasure. Nice to meet you, pal. What can I do for you today? We're just gonna do that because we can. Very nice. The design appears to be very simple. Yes, I should be able to provide you with this. It won't be cheap, though. I need medical supplies. So glad I can sell medical supplies. Seriously. I should have another one of those, too. Just because, oh my gosh, I'm not living that life. Okay, we can leave now. And then we need to go back down here to Algernon. I want to see if he has an outfit. And we'll come back up to Samuel, pick up his quest, do the U-Bahn, and then, like, hit the other places. We have quite a few quests to do. But I need to gear up first. I'll hold him on a moment. I'll call Algernon for you. She pauses, squinting at you. Her mouth dips into a frown. Curious, when I look at you, I see red. Red? She nods, and the frown slowly falls over her face. Her voice becomes dreamy. Red splattered like paint across great metal arms. Small rooms drenched in it, with droplets oozing down from the ceiling. She offers you a cautious smile. Pretty. Let's read her aura. Your third eye opens. You find yourself staring at nothing, whereas the aura should be a hazy gray smear undulates instead. Her voice slides into your ears like a living thing. You won't catch sight of me that way, elf. My true self is hidden, tucked away behind a veil of time and aether. Be thankful. You wouldn't like what you'd see. It slides shut involuntarily this time. Back in the material world, you find yourself rubbing your temples against a sudden headache. It feels like eye strain, only 1,000 times worse. Don't worry, the pain will fade in time. I wouldn't recommend doing that again. You won't have to worry about that. Do nods, believe me, it's for the best. I'm looking to buy some magic. You'll need to talk to Algernon. He's just around the corner. Was it? Then I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. She looks away. I just merely comment on what I see. Something weird about Absinthe. I want your inventory. I want your outfits. That's what I want. Oh gosh. Well, we'll try not to look at me. what we'll try to do. Well, that's nice. Question for you. What do you know about the great dragon Firewing? The elf ponders for a moment, twisting the ring on his right hand. Firewing. That is a name that I haven't heard in some time, over 40 years. I believe, though, I cannot say for certain. Time and I do not get along. Weird. Just pulled me out of chat twice. She was among the first of the great dragons to awaken, and the first to be killed by meta-humanity, or so the story goes. You don't buy it? I take nothing at face value. It's one of the secrets of my longevity. History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon. Truth is something else. Absinthe interjects. A great dragon is not like other awakened creatures, whereas a basilisk is nothing more than a Komodo dragon whose genetic structure was mutated by magic's return. A great dragon is a creature of magic, a creature that has seen more than one cycle of the world. This is the 6th. When a great dragon falls, the sound resonates across time and space. So you're skeptical. How did the story go? I know, right? How is he in Berlin? Well, because the games happen at the same time. So, I don't... Maybe that's why he seems like he's talking to someone else. Because, like, he's in both places at once. Firewing awakened, along with Lofir, Nibelher, Kaltenstein, around the first decade of the century. She was first seen over by Harz Mountains, and after a long flight announcing her presence, she began raining fire on every town and village she came across. Sounds like she woke up grumpy. Anger, deranged, or something else. What motivates a being such as her? No one knows. Firewing has never engaged in dialogue. German military forces are said to have killed her over SOX the year she emerged. This after months of fire, devastation, and terror. Her body was never recovered. Whenever I hear the body was never recovered, I immediately think faked her own death. Beware the hollow vids, my friend. They will rot your brain. Nevertheless, it is possible that Firewing still exists. Dragons are cunning, quite cunning, and a sealed emergency zone is, by its very nature, sealed. We cannot know what happens inside with certainty. One must wonder what effects the radiation from the nuclear meltdown might have had on her. Any theories? He crosses his arms across his chest. No, I do not deal in theory. Despite her death, there was a rumor that she has been seen over Iceland sometime after her fall, but has never been confirmed. Some speculate that the viewer witnessed her astral form and her body still lies in the SOX. Now, is there anything else you want to know? What's the deal with your assistant? Absinthe is a friend, nothing more. She helps around the shop when the fancy strikes her. She has nobody's assistance, and I am nobody's master. But her eyes. He pauses for a moment. I believe they suit her personality. Now, is there anything else you need to know? No, I'm gonna skedaddle since none of you guys are helpful. Okay, let us talk to Samuel. Well, it's not gossip, it's work. Survival, really. Well, Utsuk always says, if you do not spy... I think we just don't really need to talk to her. Let's get out of here. Okay. I'm gonna skip those guys. I don't think... I think there might be something in here. Quest-wise. Supposed to talk to this dude. So we're gonna talk to him. So you're pal, eh? The late Monica Schaefer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good, you look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for the indefinite future, but first we're asking you to go on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you're the right woman for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, I will then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of these should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way or expose yourself to much unnecessary risk. For each task that you complete, you'll be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. So have I piqued your interest? Will you accept your offer? Sure. Good, he smiles. Very good. Now on the task, there's a man named Alshire. He is a senior manager at Hermes Eurocom, and a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with pro-corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the Flux state and pave the way for a corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin fall to the corporations than you do. However, we are hesitant to act on our suspicion without proof. This is where you come in. Do you want me to spy on him? Not directly, no, but we need to place him under surveillance. You will meet with a team that I've arranged for you, and with their assistance, you will plant listening devices in his apartment. Take the U-Bahn to Frankfurter Tor and go alone. The rest of your team will meet you there. Sure. For one of your talents, it should be. The moment that you board the train to Frankfurter Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turning back. After you've planted the devices and verified that they work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, a post-mortem on the run, if you like, and assuming that I am satisfied with what I hear, I will pay you for your first stipend. Then we'll discuss our future options. Best of luck, pal. We will be watching. Thank you. We have lots of options now. Or missions. We can check them real quick. I don't really want to like waste my time through a bunch of dialogue though. That's like my only hesitating factor here, is there's just too much dialogue and not enough missions. You doing alright? Yep, he's doing great. It's really nice to be able to wind down and relax for a change. No more worrying about this ganger or that ganger sneaking behind me and slipping a knife between my ribs. He slaps the table with a grin. It's good change, Chief, I gotta say. Good. We can focus on our jobs. Pow, come on. He just adjusted himself with a flourish. Blitz is always 100% focused. We have some questions. We've already talked to him. He has nothing else to say. We asked those questions yesterday. What can I do for you? How did you go from fronting a band to running the shadows? Wasn't a big leap. I already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and I had the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant, and as long as I was scraping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care what I did on the stage or in the shadows. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer. He shrugs. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but I thought whatever. I knew that I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased, and rewarded me with magic. And I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls, and so on. He shrugs. It's a simple life, but a good one. Okay, finish that conversation. Come back later if you want to talk. I think Glory, I pretty much exhausted. Everything okay with you? You never need to worry about me, pal. I'm fine. So what's with the vintage chrome? That's not a story I want to tell. If you really want to get into it, we're going to need to go back, way back. She stares at you with her cold, dead eyes. I'm not sure that you want to do that. You say you'll give me answers when we talk about your past, so let's talk about it. Why do you care? There's no hostility in your voice. If anything, she sounds suspicious. Because I'm the leader of this team, and I need to know as much as I can about the runners who are working with me. She pauses for a moment, then nods. All right, fine, we can talk, but we're doing it on my terms. Oh, gosh. Okay. This is a long story, pal. Long, ugly, and cruel. Are you sure you want to hear? Sure. All right, I'm going to start at the beginning. Not for you, for me. I guess that might help me say all of this out loud. She takes a deep breath and then slowly releases it. When she speaks, her voice comes out in a cool monotone. My family lived in Stuttgart. It was a nice enough place, I suppose. My parents worked as wage slaves for IFMU. My mom was a good person. Once upon a time, my father was a decent person as well, as my mom always told me, but I never knew him that way. She pauses for a long moment, begins speaking again, and some of the ice has fallen from her voice. For the first time you meet her, she sounds alive. The dad I knew was old, damaged Euro war vet who turned into hardline religion to make sense of the world. In Stuttgart, that meant either the Ritter Christie or the fascist cousins, the Crusaders? I don't know. My father chose the latter path. I just remember hiding in my room when my father had his brothers over for prayer group. They would drink and get rowdy, then spend an hour or two rallying themselves off, talk about heretics and the devil's work. Then they'd go find some poor elf or dwarf, stomp the living life out of them, and drown him in the nectar. Meanwhile, I'd be holed up at home with Mom, who would commemorate the event by drinking a bottle of wine and crying herself to sleep. And no child should have to grow up with that. Thanks, pal. This is difficult for me. Thank you for making it easier. Anyway, aside from the fact that my dad and his buddies were a bunch of murdering people, life was pretty normal. I went to school, made friends, hung out with my mom, kid stuff. Then I turned 14, and everything went bad. Lori pauses and swallows hard, even ever so slightly, her cheeks flush red. Suddenly she looks self-conscious, as if she snapped out of trance. As quickly as it came, it disappears. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Clearing this stuff out might help you work through it. Yes, it is. She stares at you through cold, dead eyes. But I'm not going to be able to get through this in one sitting. You need to understand that. She turns away from you, her movements mechanical. Let's get back to the job at hand. Okay. Pretty much just a waste of time. I still don't see anything, so we're just going to leave. What can I do for you? I heard you wanted to talk about a job. Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. Takes a deep breath. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Poly Club? They're anti-meta human hate group? He nods. The largest and most well-funded of its kind. The instigators of the Night of Rage. The enemy of everything that I stand for. A worldwide riot that took place in February 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, and killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection, then burned alive when the structures were put to the torch. This is what Humana stands for. This is the agenda that their leader strives to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans everywhere are driven from the face of Earth. What do you want me to do? Yesterday I heard over one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him, and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. Humanus is planning attack? I believe so. The Berlin chapter of Humanus has arranged to acquire a large shipment of extremely hazardous chemicals. Their leader, Volkir Spal, is a vicious ideologue. It goes without saying that whatever he intends to do, it won't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanus compound, you will find out what you're planning. With the chemical stop, put a stop to it. Why would they listen to me? The smugglers are metahumans. If you travel with them, Humanus will allow you into their compound. The rest will be up to you. I'll take care of the rest. He nods. Yes, good. For your reputation around the cruise bar, I knew that you were the right woman for the job. He shakes his head. No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanus. They would merely acquire another. For a pack of snarling racists, they're extremely well funded. Why would I... We've raised 22,000 yen as payment. I trust that will be sufficient. I'll do it, count me in. He nods. Excellent, I'm relieved. I will make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. Their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Take the U-band to Schottenest, and you will find him waiting there. Best of luck, pal, and good hunting. Know that you're doing a great thing for the metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. Okay, so we have U-band, get going. Oh gosh, why does he want to talk to me now? He raises the bottle as he approaches, then tosses it away. Figured I'd run to your boss. Wanted to make sure I caught you before you headed off. He takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it. Pal, we need to have a talk about this Humanus gig. Go ahead, I'm listening. Well, I've got a history with Humanus. I fought him back in 39, during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember the little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter, pal. I can see his face, all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together, and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones, too. Want to come to the job? That's part of it, sure, but it's not the whole story. I don't just want to come on this run. I have to come on this run. It's my nephew, Alexander. He signed up with Humanus, driven to by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt. I take it that his father, your brother, is a Humanus member too? Nah. That'd take a level of conviction, a quality that he thoroughly lacks. My best guess is he's treating Humanus as a boarding school. They feed and house their recruits, and that's money he'd rather spend on himself. So he dumped the boy off on them, never mind the fact that they're fast as swine. I gotta get Alexander out of their pal before it's too late. Those monsters are experts at warping young minds. That's how their disgusting ideology propagates. So I'm asking you as a personal favor, let me come along on the run. I have to get into that compound. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn him around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. Do it. Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me, of course, but you're too good of a woman for that. But it's good to hear all the same. Cool. We're about to go do a crazy, crazy mission. We're gonna go to the compound. The higher runners. I'd rather run with, like, all elves, but, Diedrich's coming. Glory needs to come. Really, it's gonna be either Eager or Blitz. I like that he can hack, but I like that she does damage. So we're gonna take her. Because I like the way she outputs damage more than anything. Can't say the load screens are bad, which is nice. His gear is locked. He doesn't need anything. Glory needs ranged combat 4. Oh, and a data jack. I didn't know. Eager can get a trauma kit. And another grenade. Because I think that's good. Look, boss, I just wanted to thank you for bringing me. It means a lot. Don't sweat it. We even have family. We all have families. He nods. Alexander, he's a good kid, you know. If I'd been there for him, if I hadn't run off to Berlin, left him with that worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen in with those Humanus pigs in the first place. His expression softens, and he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go find my nephew, and let's crack all the Humanus skulls we can along the way. They have it coming in more ways than I can count. Okay. We have some people to talk to, and then a phone booth. A matronly woman with a round face and kind eyes greets you. Her apron is caked with what looks like about a year's worth of grease. Guten Tag, what can I get you? What do you have? Today, I have currywurst or a soup sandwich combo for 10. Thank you. The vendor pauses a moment and steeples her pudgy fingers. We don't have many strangers down at this end of the line. In case you hadn't noticed, things are a little run down out here. You're thinking of heading out past the wall, were you? As a matter of fact, I was. Well, it doesn't make any difference to me, but you better be careful. The people on the other side of that wall, well, they've got no respect for anybody. Thank you. Best of luck and take care of yourself. Can I get the other thing too? That was interesting. Okay. Because I look at it as there's possibilities for bribery or something. Check the phone booth real quick. Oh good, I'm glad it's optional. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of something on it. Humanus, this is R.E. Humanus. This is an open request for the information on the current and past donors of Humanus Poly Club. Identify information such as home address and photographs is preferred. The presence of this hate group and its supporters will no longer be tolerated within our community. We'll expose them. Do the thing. Okay. Find the donor list. A rough-looking dwarf with a fire plug build holds out his hand as you approach. Whoa there, Beanpole. I don't know where you think you're headed, but you should turn around and go back the way you came. I have business on the other side. He stares at you with appraising eyes. Well, you look like you can handle yourself, but still I'm telling you, the people out there are bad news. There are gangs on the other side of the barricade who'd skin you alive as soon as you look. I don't have a choice. At least in my problems. He shakes his head. Alright, fine. If that's what you really want, we won't try to stop you. Let him by, Sergey? Somebody. We're gonna quickly save. And we're gonna get our butts kicked. Up in that direction. That's Maxim. The figure at the center of the group shoots you an insolent glance. His fine elvish features match his same description. This must be Maxim, your liaison. Oh well, if it isn't the muscle that Tuck promised us. Look who it is, everybody. The new hires have elected to grace us with their presence. Nice of you to join us. He glances at his wrist. He looks back at you. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp and humorless. You're late, Shimmer. Drop the attitude. He lets out a theatrical sigh. Well, you've come highly recommended, so suppose I'll overlook it. You're glad to have me. His mouth twists in a smirk. I certainly hope so for your sake. He turns and slaps the side of the bulldog step van. The second van of the same design rumbles to life a few feet away. Pile in, people, be ready. There's rough country between us and the meeting site. We might run into trouble along the way. 20 minutes into your trip, the van comes to a screeching halt. Maxim presses his face to the passenger window. From the mix of anger and dread on her face, you can tell he doesn't like what he sees. I knew this was going to happen. He cranes his neck. Everybody pile out of the van and get ready. Pow, we're going to need some muscle in a second. As you take your position outside the van, you hear a shrill voice bark out an order. A pair of portable gun turrets begins to self-calibrate in response. Sweeping your gaze over the gangers assembled before you, you identify the owner of a voice. A leathery woman with wild hair and a mirthless smile. Hello out there, welcome to Rambach territory. He licks his lips and scans over the gangers' hastily assembled roadblocks. The Kides belongs to Surf Turg Slag, has for months. You better clear out of the way before they show you or force you out. Surf's Turf, those tunnel rats, they're ancient history. Go ahead and call them if you don't believe me. Your face twists into an ugly smile. Scream as loud as you want, they won't hear you. We buried them last week. His expression turns stony, but his voice remains calm. Congratulations on your victory. Must have taken some losses in the fight, though. I'm betting you're not at 100%. Why don't you let us cross the bridge in peace? There's no need for bloodshed today. You know what? You're absolutely right. We don't need to fight. You just pay us a small toll, and we'll be more than happy to let you cross the bridge. I'm thinking, say, 500 Nuyen per van? Her voice turns cold. Otherwise, you better find another way to get where we're going. Where you're going, because this bridge is ours, and nobody crosses without paying the toll. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this does need to get violent. He turns to you. Get ready to ventilate these people, pal. We've got a schedule to keep. We've got your backs. Good. Take him down, boys. Open fire. Ow. Already lost like half of my life. That's one way to cast Firebolt. Actually, he can heal you 23, and then he can put himself in cover. Pow, we'll put you here. That is what I wanted to do. Oh, I wanted my sniper rifle, but that's cool. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. There's nothing I can do. I messed that one up. We'll just move forward. Ow. That's not cool. Yeah, don't set up near explosions. Oh, so glad I missed there. Oh, so he is the enemy. I can't tell who's my enemy and who's my friend. That's, like, not great. That's my friend, and that's my enemy. Okay. Ow. You stop running into the corner? You straight up shot your own dude. Oh, but they have wounds to heal. I know they do. Well, whatever. Let's walk into the corner where I can't heal you. And I can't do anything. Stop hitting your dude! You're gonna straight up kill your dude. There we go. Kept that guy alive. Wipes his face with a handkerchief. Well, that was unpleasant. All a part of the job, though, eh? You said it. Gotta admit, pal, this attack made me nervous. We're running late, we're low on ammo, and there's no time to call for reinforcements. Whichever way you slice it, we won't be going into this meet at our best. When we roll up to the meet site, be ready. We may need an element of surprise if negotiation goes south. I agree the ambush was a little more than convenient. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay, we're gonna save. We're gonna get in the van. Courtyard of the Humanist compound is strangely quiet. The only activity you notice is the clatter of the mechanized gates as they rumble shut behind the vans. The bulldogs roll to a stop. You step out alongside Maxim and the rest of the smugglers. There are crates here, lots of crates, all scattered in various stages of disorganization. It looks as though your delivery is just one of many that this branch of Humanists has received. The smugglers unload cargo from their vans with practiced efficiency. The whole operation feels polished and professional, but you can tell that Maxim is nervous. You can see it in his eyes. The smuggler finishes unloading last crates, then takes up position around the van. Nobody comes to meet me. No welcome party. This isn't a good sign. Like they didn't expect us to make it. You know, it's my thoughts exactly. This puts us in a bad spot, pal. I'm not sure what our next step is. Your next step is to sit out. Mine is to go inside. I've got a job to do. His eyes widen. You're not hired muscle at all, are you? You're a Shadowrunner here on a job. That's right, but I can't. No reason I can't help you too. You're serious, aren't you? You're really going in there? He takes a step back. Well, be my guest. I won't get in your way. When you make it back, if you make it back, we'll be out here waiting for you. Cool. Let's look at the chemicals. Let's look at the labels. Chemical agent. Do not take internally. Avoid eye contact. Mouth clothing. Aggression reduces impulse control. Avoid breathing fumes. Important. Do not proceed unless material safety data sheet has been read and understood. Well, that's crazy. Let's quick save and let's run ourselves in. New location. We got this. So we're going to be careful. I should have brought my hacker buddy. Picked the wrong person. Oh, I don't know any of these key codes. One 6 2 4 5. Okay, well, we have a bunch of lockers we can't get into. We'll think about it. You can always try. Okay. There's like thousands of combinations, and I'm not gonna sit here and try and force break that. I've got better things to do with my time, personally. Well, we'll figure that out. We always do. Handwritten note. Hey, Capel. You've come highly recommended. Anyone who did what you did to those elves will go far around here. You can hit the kitchen anytime, but otherwise stay close unless you want. Your locker code is 2619. Okay. Go get that. Recruit Capel. Your enthusiasm at the rally was more than commendable. The Trog people really got what that was coming to them. Volker wants to see you right away. His personal code is Pride. Share with no one. Manus office door code. Sweet. So that's not the armory. We're getting there. I have to leave that alone. This place feels like a really bad setup. I don't know the passwords. That's it. That was my hope. First pamphlet. Human. You work hard, you play fair, and still you can't get ahead. But have you ever wondered why? The answer is simple. The elf is using the orc and the troll to muscle against you. So, think about it. The pampered elf. I don't really want to read this propaganda because it sounds horrible. Manus forever. The tide against repression. Community protection. I'm gonna close that. It elf? Or is it human? No. That's fine. Well, we're not going to figure out how to get inside these terminals. Definitely need to, but I'm not going to be able to. Should have brought my Decker. Really should have brought my Decker. Pretty mad about that. It's Pride. This is where things are gonna get bad. Stocky man in a military surplus jacket enters the room. He is flanked on either side by a pair of young women. Their faces are masked. Lower your weapons, girls. We have a guest. The soldiers exchange glances, then lower their sidearms. They look at you, stares full of hatred and bile. There, that's better. His lips curls into a mirthless smile. I've shown you You've not shown me hospitality. I've shown you hospitality, elf. Now it's time for you to return to favor. Why are you here? I'm here to shut you down. Or I've read your work, and I like to say, I'm here to shut you down. And I'm shocked. The dandelion eaters got gusto. His mouth tilts into an ugly smirk. No brains, though. It takes a special kind of fool to threaten me in my own compound. Insult me again, and I'll break you in two. With the dainty little arms, I don't think so, elf. Besides which, if you force me to have my men kill you now, you'll miss the big show. It's going to be glorious, elf. The gas that you've hauled in for us, it's going to prove every word that you've been saying. The trogs, half-eaters, dandelion eaters. One whiff of the stuff, and they're going to tear each other apart. Then they'll spill into the good human neighborhoods, and we'll be waiting to stop them. You just watch and wait, mongrel. He gives a broad grin. It's like, it'll be a bloodbath. It's going to happen here tonight, in this room. The smile fades from his face. I've trusted about enough insolence from you. I might just have my men teach you some manners. The sounds of hurried footsteps echo the hallway behind you. The leader smiles. As luck would have it, here they come. Fine, I'm gonna wreck you fools. He takes a step towards the nearest human's gunman. Alexander! The youth blinks in surprise. He half lowers his weapon. Uncle Diedrich? Shoot him, Alexander. This man is an intruder and a traitor and has come here to do us harm. If you're gonna put a shell in someone, put it in stall. He is a monster, Alex. I know that you can see that. The Humanist gunmen flanking Stahl exchange uncertain glances. One begins to raise her pistol, but hurriedly lowers it when the Humanist leader steps forward. He fixes his gaze on him. You swore an oath to us, Alexander. You will be a man, and keep it. Don't let him pressure you. I'm not a boy, he's right. I said the wrong word. I owe Humanist. They took me in when nobody else would. Taught me to be strong. No, Alex, these guys are pigs. What these pigs are teaching you ain't strength. Come with me and I'll take you under my wing, show you what real strength is. This traitor associates with the mongrel filth. If you listen to him, you'll be betraying your people. I don't know what to do. It's up to you, Alex, but you have to make a choice. If you betray your kind to join the Meadow Lovers, we will put you down, boy. You hear, Matt? We will kill you. Uncle Diedrich, wait for Uncle Alexander to act. The bearer of his rifle trembles in Alexander's arms. I'm sorry. He locks his eyes with his nephew. His voice is low and soft. Do what you have to, Alex. It's your choice. Do it, you stupid boy. Do it. Without a word, Alexander wheels and points the rifle at Stahl. The leader recoils in alarm. Alexander levels his weapon, and all awfulness breaks loose. Sweet! We convinced him to leave Humanus. By giving him a choice. Okay. Shotgun lady's gonna shotgun everybody. Yeah. And just like that. And I missed. I'm going to choose this really cool spell that I really, really love. Called We Kill You. No. I need a shotgun better. Wait. We need that information, though. I can't get in there. I think I just messed this whole mission up. That makes me a bit grumpy. Ow. When was the last time I saved? You're gonna go in the corner now. That's your job. Our objective is to find the donor list, and the issue with that being, I don't have a hacker. Oh no, that turned it to me. It's optional, but like I really wanted to do it, and that really makes me angry. Like I can lose out on like a huge awesome like thing just because I didn't bring one stupid like person. Makes me want to just redo all of this. Now, like, he's almost dead, and so he has no worth whatsoever to me. We're gonna reload this. Quickly going back through this. I'm just going to go through exactly what I've already said. There we go. Okay. have him heal himself. We're gonna have him... Well, the guy should have not wasted that. It went really well last time because of the other thing I did. There. They're still asleep, and we get to do what we want to do. Which is like miss a bunch. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I meant to heal her. That was a big waste. End her turn again. See if we can do this right this time. There we go. And then, move everyone down this way. Can't bring her out there. There we go. That'll make life a lot easier. It's having them spread out. Spread out a little bit. I was hoping that would kill him. Ugh. There wasn't such few cover. Like, I would do more. Just so little cover. That's fine. Oh, there's a dude there. I didn't even notice the dude there. Oh, there was the shotgun dude. Never mind. Hmm. There. I had hoped I could have saved him, and I think I did. Well, they're not asleep, which is how I'd hoped them to be. That's fine. She should die then on her turn. He has the ability to get this guy. That's fine. Oh, I guess that's not all the bad guys then. Yo! I have him reload. We're gonna end her turn. Have her reload her shotgun. Move her here. I was gonna move up here. Diedrich's gonna move over here. Lori will move there. We're gonna leave Alexander there for now. Oh, it missed. Just have to move Pow forward to move Eager forward. To shotgun him in the... to not shotgun him in the face, but to do the thing I did in his face. Sniper rifle. That's what I'm looking for. We're gonna move him. We're gonna open that door. Just cuz. Sweet. We're taken down. Oh, yep. See, and that is what I was afraid of doing. Running her into the only cover and getting her killed. Line of sight is still blocked. Maybe this will work. No, it did not work. Well, we're just gonna move them in. That guy is going to die. That's hard. Ugh. It's pretty poorly banned ambush. We're in a really bad, like, set here. He's dead. He's gonna be dead. There's nothing I can do. Move him around the corner. He has no wound to heal. Oh, that's great. I hate the healing in this game. So much do I hate the healing in this game. Well, I don't want to use a magical healing alone, but I hate the fact that I have to constantly buy med packs and then not have any other good items in my thing because, hey, only med packs do stuff. Like, I legitimately hate that. Let's see. Well, that kind of worked. Well, it's Alexander. That did not work. It was not what I wanted to have happen to Alexander. Kill yourself, Alexander. I thought you were a bad guy. Oh, he's gonna die. There's nothing I can do about this. Okay. Diedrich is just gonna stay where he's staying because there's nothing he can do. We want to keep him alive. Oh, that sucks. Oh, he's passed out completely now. Lovely. I was lucky. Okay. Oh, that was so close. Okay. Oh, there's a guy there I didn't even see. Okay. Okay, we killed everybody, so now we have to think. I want inside these footlockers. I also want inside the armory. What would it be? I read their stupid pamphlets. Do you think... There was nothing. I just feel like I wasted this whole adventure because I can't get in the armory. I can't get into any of these. I can't get the pack back here. Like... I just feel like I've wasted this whole thing. Yeah, just tell me the passcodes if you can. That would be so much better. At least then I can feel like I didn't waste my whole time here. Because, like, I legitimately feel like I wasted everything because I didn't bring my Decker. And I don't like that either, that I have to, like, forcefully have my Decker on me at all times. Humanist rather would have thought that. Oh, it's for the computers. Okay. Let's go up to the computers then. Let's learn what we can with the computers. Wherever those were. They were in here. I should have thought of that. Purity for the armory. Okay. Gain access to list of safe houses. Thank you. News batches recruits. Alexander Farber. Make sure they get assigned to their bunks in alphabetical order this time. Sayed. I kept losing track of who was in which blast. Also, I'm changing the office for my code. It's to Pride. Okay. Complete donor list. Download the list. Including a billionaire philanthropist and a children's trio show host. Well, that's a thing. So we can't get in there, but we can't get in there, that's fine. We learned some stuff. Let's go to here for Purity, and then go hit the passcodes for the lockers. I should have thought Purity was one of them. I just didn't think to try that. Definitely needs some new med supplies. Ooh. I want that shotgun. Actually, I should have just checked my stats first. Do I have the ability to increase my shotgun? Not enough. But we're getting there. Send this to my stash. We'll figure out stuff. Send to my stash. Confirm. Send to my stash. Cool. We're gonna go bunks, and then we're gonna skedaddle on out of here. Oh. 3706. No, that was not 06. 3706. Send to my stash. Nitro is bad. 1409. Decided to find a note. Alexander, you seem to less than enthusiastic in your education sessions. Please understand we are not a shelter. We are a factory that refines the dross of society, people like you, into strong, pure warriors of humanity. The future, see to it that you are on time and well rested. If you drop the ball again, we're going to have a little talk about your future in this organization. I really feel like Alexander could have told me his passcode. I read that wrong. Cred stick. Sweet, I made some money. A note. Frederick, I'm pleased with how well you're doing. To show my growing trust in you, giving you a new assignment. Oh, that tells me the access code is purity. Accept a full inventory of weapons by nightfall. Your pick, my boy. Leave it up to you. Alrighty. Figured that one out. And then we have 2114. And it's empty. That's fine. I now feel like that was a successful mission. I got what I wanted. Got some cool weapons. That's cool. I didn't even need the weapons for to feel successful there. I just really wanted that donor list. And inside those things. We have about half an hour left on our stream. Like I said, I do have something on later this afternoon, and then if I can get all that stuff done, then I'm probably going to be able to. I'll probably be able to stream later tonight as well. I thought I completed my objectives. Oh, I'm gonna die. Does she have a med kit for him? Oh my gosh. No one has any health missing. Let's give Glory more. Can Glory then with her one heal one of these guys? No, she can't. Oh, that's not good. Can I move closer? Can I? Yes. Okay. Eager will move forward with that. And Alexander is going to move forward as well. Pao is the only one who has the med kits. I think I'd have to fight people here too. It's nice that I'm not the only one fighting. A lot of bad guys. Ow. No! Stop with the bombs. Well, it's only AP. I don't mind that so much. I thought I was done. Oh, gosh. I was gonna have to use the last medkit on herself. That's bad. Move here. And let's hit that guy. And make him unbalanced. Wish I could put myself in cover. Like where I want them to be. No line of sight for grenades. I feel like the cover system is pretty bad. I mean, he's gonna die, whoever's right here. Okay, we have to make do with what we have. What I wanted. Okay. Go, sniper rifle, go. Yep, like I said, I knew one of them was gonna die. Ouch. See. Just a bit more effective with three ability. Okay, yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. That was bad. 21 people for Hong Kong's bonus missions? That's crazy. I feel like I'd never carry grenades. And like, everyone would get like 3 medkits and two save me's, you know? I would have been totally salty too. I've been like, come on guys. Oh, there's one more guy right... I didn't even see that guy right there. They just look too much like in the background. I think that's my only other complaint. I have one more turn for Bun Bun. That was an experience, but we did it. Everybody's alive. Nobody died. He looks up at the sound of your approach. If he's surprised to see you, he doesn't show it. Crazy night, huh? He pulls a flask from his jacket pocket and takes a long swig, and then looks you in the eye. Oh yeah, no, she's totally put in work. Which is great. I hope that this was worth the trouble. Any luck finding our money in there? Nope. No money. He nods. I can live with that. Time to skedaddle. So glad this is over. You okay, Alexander? The young man looks shell-shocked. He holds his rifle clenched tight in his trembling hands. Yeah, Uncle Diedrich. I'm okay. But those guys, I knew them. One of them was my bunkmate. I killed him. Couldn't be helped. If you hadn't, he'd have killed you. Believe it. We're going to take you away from here, back to the cruise bazaar. Get you the help that you need. Yeah, okay, Uncle. Okay. Diedrich glances over his shoulder, locks eyes with you. Thank you. Thanks for this, boss. My nephew is safe and I owe you. One other thing. The Dragon Slayer is happy too. We did a crazy thing. Protected my family and gave a monster a bloody nose in the process. It wasn't a big deal, Diedrich. I would have brought you along anyways. I appreciate it, but you should know that he's happy all the same. He grins. You should also know when the Dragon Slayer is pleased, he tends to be generous with his swords. You have my attention? The grin widens. Yeah, I thought I might. I can feel the power coursing through me, boss. I don't know what form it'll take yet, but it's there, and soon enough I'll be able to use it. I didn't mean to break this up, but we need to get moving. Kid, you're with us. The rest of you pile in the other van. You can continue having your moment when you get back to the location. Gutsy. Thank you, Gutsy. I was like, I can't even think of a different word for that one. Yeah. Yesterday I tried bleeping one of the words out, and then I was like, man, that didn't feel good. So I just think I'm just going to continue to try and just edit them for better content. You know, obviously you guys can read it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not even going to bleep it. I'm just going to come up with another word or skip the word entirely. I've decided. Because, like, that's just not good. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. Your PDA rings, and the face of your fixer, Paul, appears on screen. Information discussed about the estate. Please come as soon as you can. I can't do that. I'm a wee bit busy. That's what we call busy. Hello again. What can I do for you? You'll find details in the video pad. His eyes plan on... He plans... His eye... Deckenbauer eyes the plans on the datapad, then nods grimly. This fits with Humanus' established pattern of behavior, horrific and vile. According to this datapad, Humanus camp points all over Berlin have received similar shipments. They're planning to deploy the gas tomorrow morning. He exhales sharply, then nods again. I have a feeling the Flux State will have a thing or two to say about this. Stahl has overstepped his bounds. His hubris will be his undoing. Actually, I was undoing. He is no longer among the living. That is excellent news. I'm not ashamed to say that I wish the man dead. He deserved whatever you did to him. And now, I'm going to see that the rest of his twisted organization suffers the same way that he did. You mark my words, within the next few hours, the Humanist Poly Club is going to take the hammering that will make the Night Rage look like a peace rally. I owe you a great deal, pal. We all do. I will wire your payment to your account number that Amsel provided. Pleasure doing business with you. Talk to him again. Let's talk about organization, accepting donations. Our new library is marvelous, pal. You have worked miracles for this organization. Our next goal is to purchase a set of Trode nets for our new work training program. I have high hopes for this plan, pal. With these devices, we can teach job skills to the less educated members of our society in a fraction of time that it'd take for them to learn on their own. Yeah, take 400 Union. This is incredibly generous. Thank you, Mean Fruden. Not a big deal. Do good with it. I can scarcely believe it. With this donation, we have met our penultimate goal. I will send a volunteer to the Data Haven to acquire the Trode nets. Meantime, I will make the happy announcement to our guests. Thank you again, pal. You will never know how important you've been to the people I serve. It was my pleasure, Samuel. Anything to help. You are a true friend of the Cruise Bazaar. No questions. We're done. So, we have some things we got to do. Mein Fruden is my friend. Yeah, I was talking with Moonlight last night about that, and I actually show him every time I'm incompetently pronounced German. I'm like, can you tell me what that says? What does this say? How do I say that? Anyways, just checking in. I appreciate the effort you're making, but you've got some big shoes to fill. Monica was important to this place. You have no idea, but I imagine you soon will. Nothing stays secret for long in the F-State. The Flux demands transparency. The truth will always get out. The truth about Monica's death is now on the breeze, flowing through the streets of Berlin. Next come visitors of uncertain intent. Some may just be bottom feeders, sniffing after the leavings of the dead. Others will be hunters, looking for an exploit to exploit a leaderless tribe. You think we're leaderless? The old troll squints at you as if looking through a jeweler's loupe. Not sure yet. There are trying times ahead. Seen it before. Too many times before. Anything else you need? Nothing. I'll be going. That's sad about that. So we're gonna hit up Simi, and then we're gonna hit up the telephone. But I want to make sure Simi's okay. Simi Kim weaves an awkward dance through the scattered refuse. Her two thin legs wobble, but she keeps her footing throughout. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. The sun will be out. That's lovely Simi Kim. Do you like the song? It means tomorrow will be better. Monica used to say that. Something like that. When I was tired, when I was sad, when I only wanted to sleep, she would tell me that. She told me I would forget and the pain would go away. I've lived many lives, but I've been an orphan more times than anything. It's the first store I found when I needed to get away. So do you like it here in Cruise Bazaar? It's good. I can get what I need from Zach Flash or Doc Easycable. And they let me pay however I can. Monica was always nice, and Paul Amsel, and the angel is nice to me too. I know Monica's gone now, but I can stay, right? Of course you can stay. Thank you, oh thank you. I don't know what else I would do. Ever try to get off the Sims? But I need them. Monica understood that, and Zach says they're safe. I don't know what I'd do without them. Without them, I dream, and I don't want to dream. I don't want to remember. They help me forget. They help me be strong and smart, and I never lose anyone. That makes it a good thing, right? Maybe someday you won't need them. Maybe. I don't think there's anything else to talk to her about. I feel bad for her. That is what I feel. Deliver the donor list. Machine accepts the data upload, and only a few moments later, a certified cred stick is spat out. Freedom, equality, information, and then other stuff. Sweet. So we have... What's down here? I just want to look down here because I've not been down here yet. Oh, this is the bar, isn't it? A young woman stands at the bar smoking a cigarette. You've seen her face before. Lucky Strike, one of the mercenaries from Monica's files. A plume of blue-gray smoke fills the corner of her mouth as she turns her attention to you. Hey. The distinctive circuit pattern tattoos that line her face shimmer and pulse with light. You need something? I can't believe we met. I have not... Blah. We have not met before. I'm Pal. Yeah, I know who you are. She takes a drag on her cigarette. How you holding up, champ? I heard what happened to your boss. She was a friend. She smirks and lets smoke escape from the corner of her mouth. Yeah, well, sorry for your loss and all that. A lot of people are just internal about it. Do you need something, or are you just gonna stand there? Why did you bring her up? I met her a couple times, seemed nice enough. She takes another drag on her cigarette. But I mostly knew her by her reputation. You can't live in this Kais without hearing about the queen of the cruise bar. She pauses and then slowly lets the smoke escape from her nostrils. Can't say that I was can't say that I was a fan. Whoa there. Didn't she? She locks eyes with you. And why did the place start falling apart the second that she got geeked? She takes another drag on her cigarette, the smoke spilling out of her mouth as she speaks. Either Monica controlled the cruise bar, or she had her fingers in so many pies that she might as well have. Comes out to the same thing either way. She taps her cigarette and leans forward to you, a predatory grin on her face. You and your friends, you followed Monica too. Obeyed her orders without question, right? Not without question. At the end of those debates, Monica would put her foot down and you'd wind up doing whatever she said, right? She smirks at you. Don't bother answering. It's a rhetorical question. For such a rabid anarchist, your friends seemed awfully comfortable being in power. Kind of contradictory terms, don't you think? Fair point, but you won't change my opinion. Wasn't trying to. Remarkable that thing about living in free society. You're allowed to have different opinions. She shrugs. Don't take it personally. I'm sure you wouldn't like my friends either. One last thing, pal. I can't stop you from stepping in to fill Schaefer's shoes. You're already doing it, making all the same moves that she did. A word of advice, though. Don't take too much on yourself. Spread the responsibility around. Good of you to care. She turns away. I don't, but in a place like this, stacking too much power on one person is dangerous. Not just for that person, but for everybody. The last thing we need is for you to eat a bullet and this whole place falls apart again. No, I agree about that, actually. But I am the type that's like, let's help them. Let's help everybody because we can help everybody. Amsel wanted to talk to me. Other people wanted to talk to me. I've got some karma to spend for that shotgun. but I'm not gonna be able to afford it. The only way I can get the shotgun is to get ranged combat. So now I have Overwatch. And now I have to get 4 more karma to get that new shotty. That is my goal. Who's that? Who's that? He's the gun dude? Hey buddy, sorry to bother you, but I could use some help over here. You want to make a little extra scratch? Shouldn't take long. What's the problem? Well, me and my buddy Victor got called in from Next Kind's over. Something wrong with the sewers around here. Your local plumber and mechanics are all useless. Vic and I talked to him, tried to get him to give us the maintenance schedule for your sewer pumps. They scratched their heads at us and said that the machinery just took care of itself. My best guess is that your pumps was shut down. Happens from time to time without proper maintenance. When the pumps shut down, the waste starts piling up, and it causes some pretty major overflow problems downstream. What do you want me to do? Well, Victor went down in the sewers while I was getting stuff out of the truck. When I came back, well, I was about to climb down, but then I heard these awful screams. They went on, and then they just stopped. I froze, nearly messed myself, to be honest. I don't know what to do, but I can't go down there, not after that. The problem is probably something basic, a clog that needs to be cleared, something like that. Restarting the pump should take care of it. There's no way I'm going down there. If you do the job for me, I'll give you the new yen. We were paid for it. I don't need it. You just have it all. I can live without the money, but someone's got to fix those pumps before I can leave. Sure. You're a lifesaver, Chummer. If you find Victor, well, if he's still alive down there, tell him I'm sorry. Cool. I want to resolve the situation in the sewers, and that'll probably be our last little mission. Assemble the team and head in. Glory, Diedrich, and Eager, because I don't feel like we're going to need a Decker in the sewers. Because it's the sewers. Really, I guess I should have just been a Decker myself. I kind of like being a shaman. Shaman is cool. Then I can get like 2 extra dudes every fight. Well, kind of. I don't have a lot of like stuff left now. Okay. I want that shotgun. I don't want that shotgun. Go no to that shotgun. Put that shotgun there. Then what else do I want? Oh, I only have trauma kits on me. She has a bunch of health kits. He has a bunch of magic. I'd actually like him to have some phosphorus grenades too. And a trauma kit. You're gonna get some more grenades. Oh, you have a better shotgun than I have. Cool. And confirm. I mean, a Shaman Decker sounds cool. I could do Shaman Decker. Metahuman bones. Let's find this thing and kill it first. Search the body. Find a worn manual entitled That. Description of turbine pump cross sections tools. A few pages have been bookmarked. Read the yellow bookmark. Oh gosh. 822896. Flip to the green bookmark. Make out his computer. That's great. Pocket the book and leave. We're gonna save that. The mission guide's code. which is great. Can't go back there. There's a door to open over there. Let's open that door. I guess I needed a Decker. Ah, there it is. There's another one. Ghouls, huh? Another ghoul. We can move out here. There he is. You're coming to me. Which is great. Actually, I can move her back in. Probably should, because then we can funnel them in. Which is exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. Guess I should have thrown that first. Ouch, that is not what I wanted to have happen there. Cool. That's great. Let's go check the corner. Found some new yen. Open this door. Check the operation controls. Well, we can't do that yet till we check the pumps. I know, right? Why does it always have to be zombies? I concur with that. I'm gonna move down here just to see. Okay, there's nothing there for me. We've already done that. I'm gonna check over here real quick. If there's anything in here I need to look at. Corpse is mangled beyond recognition. I'm gonna go over here. Oh no, we can go that way. Check pump 1, pump 2, and then restart the computer. Pump status. South turbine water flow failed. South turbine has been deactivated. Steady water flow has been stopped. Pump test running past. The pump is operational but not receiving full water. Pump actions have been rerouted to the facility's computer. Walk away. I think that's what this one will probably say too. Failed. Pump test failed. The pump has been clogged. Clog cannot be solved. Walk away. I don't know where that pump is. The supposed clog I need to fix. Restart pump 1. Start pump 2. I don't get what I'm supposed to do. What's clogged where? I don't see the clogs. Like, I don't see any clogs. I mean, do I have to fix this right here? I don't know how to fix the water pumps. Does I need water? Says there's a clog. I need to I don't understand. Guess I can run around in circles. Holding down Alt, seeing if there's anything I can do. Oh, there it is. Turbine controls. I don't know why I didn't see that. Oh, 822896. Uh-oh. That's bad. That's what I thought. More ghouls. And they're gonna come to me. Again, I can just back myself up into this room. It's not exactly what I wanted to happen. Well, that's a big waste. We don't have much time left on the stream, so I do have to hurry up and get this done. Oh! As I attack my own Dubro. That's cool. Let's do that, I guess. Are there any other things I need to be seeing? I don't think so. Okay. Restart pump 1. Restart pump 2. Walk away. I'm gonna leave the sewers. A shambling mound of ragged flesh stumbled towards you. There's a look of desperation in his eyes. Please don't shoot. The ghoul's breath reeks of rotting meat. We're not like the others. I'm not gonna hurt you. The ghoul's voice comes out in a rasping sob. Thank you, stranger. Considering my condition, I had all but given up hope. Who are you? I speak for the Cruisebar's ghoul population. The Krieger strain may have ravaged my body. It feebly paws at the gray, pulsant flesh that hangs from his bones, but I've retained my mind. Krieger strain? Of HMHVV, the virus that has infected us has twisted us into this. We are not monsters, ma'am. We are people with an illness, incurable for now, and yet some of us cling to hope. You may think of us as lepers if you wish. Okay. We lived down here under the cruise bar for years. For all that time, this place has provided refuge from the world above. We have traded our labor for sustenance, both for ourselves and for our feral brothers, and we survived. But now our food supply has been interrupted, and the feral ones have gone mad with hunger. They're a danger to everyone, even us. You work for food? Who was feeding you? The doctor. A topsider from the cruise bar. He kept us fed. The contract guaranteed it. Under the terms of our deal, we maintained the pumps and kept the cruise bar sewage flowing. In return, the doctor gave us medical waste to eat. With proper rationing, we found that we could get by with what he gave us. The Decker monitored both sides to ensure our mutual cooperation, but with her deck, the doctor has reneged on the deal. Without the food guaranteed by the contract, the feral ones have gone mad, and in their madness, they have made it too dangerous for us to maintain the pumps. Doctor? Yes, his contributions kept our community alive, he helped us thrive, but now the Decker is gone, he has demanded payment for our feedings. We have no money, but he does not care. He tells us that we must find some, or he will let us starve. Was it Monica? Yes, that was her name. I think I have a solution to your problem. Yes, please, whatever you can. Our situation desperate. I'll talk to the doctor. Yes, perhaps you convince him that we were where we could not. We have a comm link provided to us by the Decker. It is a direct line to him. If you call him, he will answer. Cool. I'm gonna quickly save. Hit that comm link. Pick up the comm receiver. It's a custom job called together from a jumble of high-end parts. It reminds you of your mission computer, Monica's handiwork. A series of staccato clicks at the connection is made. Doctor's voice pours in your ear. It's a thick blend of irritation and insolence. If you're calling me to beg again, you might as well hang up now. I've been bled by you people for far too long. There's plenty of chop shops and organ laggers out there who'd pay good money for. You're not talking to the ghoul, Doctor. Pow? He tries to hide the surprise in his voice. He doesn't do a good job. What are you doing on this line, my friend? Catching you red-handed. You've got some explaining to do. Look, Pow, I don't know what those things have told you, but I am well within my rights to charge for material. They've never paid me a thing for my services. Don't play coy. We both know that what they've been doing for the cruise bar. Yes, for the cruise bar, not for me. Why should I continue to give them valuable material for free when... I'll make this easy for you. If you don't feed these ghouls, I'm going to feed them to you. Or you to them. His voice goes ice cold. It's never a good idea to threaten your doctor, pal. You never know what might happen the next time you're lying on the table. If anything happened to me on your table, the rest of my team would come looking for you. Ah, yes, there is that. There's a long pause, finally a sigh. When he speaks again, his voice heavy with resignation. Tell your friends that I've changed my mind. Their feedings will resume directly at no additional cost. There's a click as it disconnects. And, like, they literally Cape Terror the cruise bar. We're not having that. You're back. I've spoken. You can expect your regular scheduled feeding to start up again any day now. Thank you so much, Topsider. This means more to us than you can know. We're done. We're going to go to the exit. This is like the Ninja Turtles, but a bit more gross. We're going to quickly leave and then save and, like, call it for now. And, like I said, if I have time, I will stream probably later this evening. Excuse me, after I walk my dog and stuff. Just to also make up for the fact that there won't be a stream on Saturday. Okay, we're gonna talk to him real quick. Taking care of it, you can leave. Jack, finally, I was worried that you wouldn't come back up, so tell me what happened. What about Victor? Oh, poor Vic. I don't know what I'm gonna tell his foes. Real close-knit family they were. Can you give this to him? Thanks, Thale. He turns the manual over his hands, rubs his thumb over the Craven-covered paper. They'll appreciate. Here's the money I promised you. Okay. Cool beans. Okay, that's it then. So thank you so much for joining me for this stream right now. I am excited to play this. I know that I'm not that much far from the ending. I ended up looking some stuff up yesterday just to, like, find out what I've missed or something. But it's not too far. We're not too far off. Probably a couple more streams. But I'm excited to play. I do like some of the changes. Some of it is so-so, but overall, I do enjoy the game and the story. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will have another stream probably around 6 p.m. PST, PDT. And it'll probably go till 8. So see you guys in a couple hours.